Hello and welcome to this best of 3 series between Attackspeedenjoyer and Ponti in round 1 of Warhammer League 3. Be sure to like and subscribe for more games and let's get into it. So we have a super exciting matchup today between the main factions of both players. Attackspeedenjoyer, very much a Wood Elf main, a Woody as we call them, and when it comes to Ponti, he is very much, as we have seen so far, a Dark Elf spammer. The guy has the most freaking games out of anybody in the previous season, and even with his 30% win rate on all of those games, he freaking just loves Dark Elves, man, and loves Double Hydra and some really interesting builds that other people just don't do. So let's start off with the armies. We actually have double Reaper Bolt Throwers and a Witch Elf defending them. An interesting combo here. Also, Dreadlord with the crossbow, with the volley of dark arrows. Volley of dark arrows is a very nice sniping ability. So if you go into something like a hell cannon, let's say, again, if you're playing against walk or something, you can throw out, I think, 2 of the volleys and they will actually kill a hell cannon. Also, these Reaper Bolt Throwers are in very nice position, very close to the edge of the map when it comes to the enemy reinforcement point. So something like a Cold One Spear Rider can just come out here if something tries to compromise them, right? And they, as you can see, they're covering 2 of the 3 objectives here. So he has a very nice line of fire into anything that comes on to the actual objectives. Other than that, we just have a classic line of Dark Spears, Bleak Swords, and a couple of Witch Elves, and actually Sisters of Slaughter. Ooh, this is a... Oh my god, I don't know about this unit, man. I mean, the unit itself is amazing. 58 melee defense, 40 attack, poison, murderous mastery, and the Trial of Blades, which is a great ability. But man, are they glass cannon, and they just have shields, man. 35% ain't nothing when you're playing into freaking Wood Elves with 5 armor. That is super risky to take, especially as a start line mainline unit. You just need some capture weight, man, and I don't know if the Sisters of Slaughter can actually do it. For the spells, we have Burning Head, Fireball, and Flaming Sword of Ruin. Flaming Sword of Ruin is there to give you magical attacks against the mass physical resistance that Wood Elves actually rely upon. So, very nice army. We also see a Canid Assassin with classic Web of Shadows. He actually takes the Assassin's Trophy. I feel like 90% of the time you don't take this thing, just because what are you going to assassinate on the other side? You're not going to be able to catch a Spell Singer of Shadows, right? Even on foot, you're probably not going to be able to get to her. On the other side of Attackspeedenjoyer, we have a Spell Singer of Shadows with just Melkoths, I assume. Yep. And the Blessing of the Ancients. So if she stands in trees, she actually gets 20% Spell Mastery. So she's just going to be spamming stuff like, oh my god, what happened there? Oh, it was the Glade Lord. Glade Lord actually has the Arrows of Kurnos, and my guy, what a Giga Chad, just goes in, balls blazing, and just kills all of the freaking units. What is happening here? He's just getting destroyed here. Oh my god, he takes down a full Reaper Bolt Thrower and just dips, says, I'm out. What about I Tokyo Drift this one guy from the crew onto my little freaking deer and just get out of there? Wow. What an assassination. There's just one model left, and he still has the other Reaper Bolt Thrower trying to shoot into like the Glade Guard, but man, what a crazy start. So for the army actually of Attackspeedenjoyer, we just have a mass battle line of Glade Guard, supported with a couple of Eternal Guard and some Dryads. He's just gonna shoot Ponti to death, man. If he can't be overwhelmed with stuff like Dark Riders from the side of Ponti, this is just going to be a super difficult game. Nice try with the Reaper Bolt Throwers, but man, does he need like a Cold One Spear Rider or something? No, he summons a Dark Rider on the other side. No, that is so unfortunate. Even a Dark Rider can actually stop this guy from rampaging, because you just need something that has mass. Like, he doesn't have the best mass, like 1800 is fine, but if you get like a Dark Rider unit to surround him, he just won't be able to basically kill everything which he wants. And this Dark Lord with a crossbow can shoot at him, but it's just not going to be enough. There's like 8 archer units here. Look at this massacre. 2 Bleak Swords basically already dead on the approach. Even though these 2 Glade Guard are kind of stacking, and this is a very big misplay from the side of attack speed, they aren't really like super heavy infantry, like super heavy guys. And a very nice Burning Head, though. It's going to cook this Glade Guard unit, basically delete them. Potentially go into the War Dancers here, too. Ooh, a nasty, nasty Burning Head. He does get... Oh, no, he's trying to dodge it, but he's running into more of it. No! He actually cooks the entire unit again. No, that is so unfortunate when you can't tell which side the Burning Head is actually going to go for, and then you go left and right, and it ends up just costing you so much more. Bleak Swords. Compromising 2 of the archer units, very nicely done. Though there's still a couple of archer units alive, especially with the second Reaper Bolt Thrower actually being totally alive, though this one is completely dead. So he should definitely move the Dreadlord up just for some capture rate and unsummon the other one, right? We see another Melkoth going, he upgraded Melkoth. Yeah, he's standing in the trees to have the Blessing of the Ancients, right? So he actually gets more damage out of his every single one of his Melkoths. The trade-off, though, is that he needs to overcast it because of the range. Because range on Melkoths is like 150 or 100, right? So, yeah, 100. So overcasting it gives it actually more range. But man, do I see nothing on the field currently being able to contest these Wild Hunters of Kurnos? Ooh, nice dodge on Burning Head too. He should have potentially just casted a different spell to when he saw that it wasn't going to hit, so that they can actually stop it. Crazy charge from the Sisters of Slaughter, just going in and totally murdering this Glade Guard unit. Though they're going to get charged in the back, and this is the advent of not having any armor. This is so unfortunate. They absolutely get trampled by the freaking Wild Hunters of Kurnos, who just continue onward with like nothing happened. They just went like a knife through butter. On this other side, you see the Spellsinger and just the Eternal Guard with some glaives, fighting off the Dread Spears, shooting into the Bleak Swords. Very nice try for the Harpies going in, but I don't think they are gonna have the best of times, especially with a Great Stag Knight basically waiting for them to land. They're like daring them. Come on, let's go. Let's go. Let's see you land, and then the Christmas Cab is basically going into to murder you completely. And in the end, this ends up just being a slow trade from the Reaper Bolt Throwers. But let's check out actually the objectives. The objectives kind of don't matter at this point. It is just such a strong game between the two of them. Oh my god, Glade Lord actually being bullied by the Crossbow Lord. So he's actually chasing him down, and he's faster than him. He has 92 speed. This guy has just 84. Being harried, and I think this guy has Firewall Smoothie. Yep, both of them I think do, right? Yes. So if the Glade Lord actually dies, there can be a pretty massive swing. He just needs something to clear out the Stag Knights and the general like cavalry units, right? Because what is going to be summoned from the side of Attackspeedenjoyer? Whenever you see 1000 or 1100, you know it's just going to be a Glade Rider, or a Wild Rider, pardon me. So he actually gets the Glade Riders, the Glade Lord, Dreadlord, stuck in the trees. Oh my god, what a surround. Though this is like the perfect surround. They're just going to murder him. And if this guy dies, I feel like it's going to be very much over for the side of Ponti, unfortunately. He just has the spell, the Sorceress of Fire, and then he summons in more Sisters of Slaughter. And honestly, I don't think they've done a bad job here, right? Let's actually check out these guys. 200, never mind, I spoke too soon. They actually just get trampled. Oh, unfortunate. I was just happy that they, at one point, like got to connect with a single unit, and that one single unit instantly evaporated. Very nice volleys from the bolt throwers, but they're in spray mode, so they aren't doing much. And the Dreadlord is basically going to be escorted off the battlefield by the Great Stag Knights. And we still have a full Glade Wild Rider here. We still see a full Dryad, a full set of more units. We're just capturing all three objectives, right? Attack speed, again, in the same position as he was last game. Ponti is stuck summoning in some units. Those units are being carried off the battlefield, and there's just too many woodies on the field to deal with. And that is game for the side of Attackspeed, who takes it with a 2-0 victory here. Let's check out some value. So Glade Lord, man, what a Giga Chad charge. Definitely should have been stopped by at least, like, you can't stop the Arrows of Kurnos, right? So killing 2 of the models per Arrows of Kurnos is totally fine. Like, the Reaper Bolt Throwers aren't exactly that expensive. But him going in and then just finishing off the rest of the Reaper Bolt throwers definitely should not have happened there. He should have just summoned in one of the Cold One Spear Riders to carry him off and stop him doing that. Spellsinger of Shadows, just spamming Malkots, it's totally fine. It wasn't a super long game, so that makes sense. War Dancers didn't perform that well. They just got cooked by that one Burning Head. And when you look at the total value of the, oh my god, of the Glade Guard, they just all paid for themselves and did more. Then Christmas Cab, 1k on the Great Stag Knights, 1k on the Wild Riders, and these guys were just fresh in there, so this all makes sense. He even had a Spellsinger of Beasts. Ooh, interesting. So it was like either a Manticore summoner or a, like if there was just some elite stuff there and he couldn't take it, it would have probably been like a Flock of Doomcaster or something. Well, on the side of Ponti, Dreadlord overextended. Very nice try to kill the Glade Lord, but it just didn't work out. Canid Assassin actually paid for himself. Reaper Bolt Thrower, this one was very unfortunately taken offline immediately. This one actually paid for himself. Nice Sorceress of Fire, but also nice dodges from a couple of the Burning Heads from the side of attack speed. Yeah, Bleak Swords did nothing. Witch Elves, again, 0 armor. You're better off taking the Black Arc Corsairs just because they have armor. In this matchup, I feel like, because you're never going to not get shot at by the Wood Elves. 600 on the Sisters of Slaughter. The other ones, oof, unfortunate. Harpies actually did okay. A classic Ponti Manticore in the back. And yeah, just didn't have enough cav. I feel like you have to start with some cav instead of like these 3 units. Just start with a bunch of Dark Riders and potentially like a Cold One Spear Rider, and then stand on one objective and try to value trade over time. But also quite the open and unfortunate map. If he went for any of these Reaper Bolt throwers next to the trees, they would have had like a super long setup time, so that is also difficult to see. Very well played to both. Attack Speed takes it. I'll see you in the next series.